can't be trusted with the passcode.
Vision series.
I know you gotta be wondering what in the world I'm doing now. But if you'll stay with me, I'll tell you about it. I'm Hank Parker.
Today, Hank takes a slingshot.
But they're jigging spoons and taking spoons and putting all kind of little trailers behind them and getting out over 20 and 30 foot of water and catching them suspended in treetops and doing all kind of techniques like bass fishing. Of course, this boat is pretty well designed for crappie fishing. It's got a deep deck and 90 horsepower motor. People are getting bigger motors. It's changing. It's about like bass fishing was 8 or 10 years ago. It's really fascinating to watch how the sport's growing.
Meanwhile, on the tournament trail.
Now, next is Hank Parker, North Carolina. They were partners today, and Hank got a limit. Oh, who rode in the front of the boat? Folks, the biggest weight of the day. Watch the scales. 19 pounds, 15 ounces for Hank Parker. Let's give him a nice hand. Hold up 2 or 3 of the bigger bass. Folks, he is clearly our leader. He was fishing with Ron Shearer. Ron, these are knockout bass. And I want to tell you, folks, this is a good, when you can bring in 5 bass that weigh 20 pounds, you are doing some good fishing. Doing some tremendous fishing.
We'll join Hank as he retraces his steps to the winner's circle the day after the BASS Missouri Invitational.
Baby dog, boy, he's sawing that line. That is a good fish right there. Now, if I was in the tournament today, I'd be having a heart attack. Come up over there. Oh, he came off. Now, if I was in the tournament, I'd die a million deaths. That's about a 5 or 6 pounder. I didn't lose a single tournament fish like that during the tournament. That would have killed me yesterday. It's amazing how I don't feel very bad now. if that
It's time to get and go and gather up your stuff. Let's head on out and have some fun. Chasing down the gold at the rainbow's end. Prospecting America. We'll do it all together, yeah, now you and me. Digging, panning, sluicing in search. Off on an adventure, living life so free. Prospecting America.
This program is brought to you by the Gold Prospectors Association of America.
Hello and welcome to Prospecting America. I'm your host, Perry Massey, and today we're at a gold and treasure show in Tucson, Arizona. This is a great place for you to go with your family to learn about prospecting. We're having classes, lectures, all kinds of equipment dealers with different types of equipment you can learn about how to use. And while I was in the Tucson area, I got a chance to do some prospecting on some of the claims out in the area out here. And while I was out there, there was a gentleman that had a recirculating sluice box. They're also here at the show, so come on, let's go take a look. Well, we're having a good time here at the Tucson Gold Show, and I love ingenuity. And we got Tom here. Hi, Tom. How you doing?
Real
Where are you
good,
from,
thank you.
Tom?
Sierra Vista.
Sierra Vista. Now, this is a homemade device here that was built by this gentleman here, Tom, from Sierra Vista. And this thing looks like it works pretty good. Tell me how it works.
It works great. We've got a 5-gallon bucket. I used to have a store there in Sierra Vista, a prospecting store, and one of my customers come up with this as an adaptation on for a hopper box. You got your spray bars, 2 shelves in there. Runs around. We got sewer pipe connecting the 2 drums together. Runs off a 12-volt battery. We have a 12-volt sump pump, 3,700 gallon per hour sump pump. Just circulates.
It looks like it's a wonderful operation. You know, we were out up there on the Friendship claim.
Yes.
And then some of the guys from the Sierra Vista chapter are out there running your machine out there. And so we're going to go out there and we're going to see how that thing does.
That sounds great to me.
All right. Seems pretty easy. You know, it's amazing. I see it, you know, I'm out prospecting quite often. I see a lot of different setups. I see all kinds of different homemade materials. This is pretty ingenious. You just got a little sluice box that you've rigged up with a bucket on there for a feed hopper, and got your hoses in there to feed water in there. It's a great little operation. Do a little cleanup. We'll see what kind of material it looks like in there.
Right.
It looks real good. Notice there's a lot of black sand in this area.
It sure is.
Good mineralization.
And this tub helps us speed up shoving it out instead of the bucket.
Well, that went pretty quick. You let it run a little bit.
Right.
Down a little. Yeah. I'll throw a little water in there. Some of this nice clean water. Well, if you're recirculating, it gets dirty quick. Huh?
It sure does, especially one bucket, one tub.
See if that looks different. You also want to make sure that it's good and level. Make sure it's level. Side to side. Yeah, it's not. You need to drop the other side a little bit.
Okay, that's good.
That looks pretty good right there. You want the material to wash out, but not too quickly.
Yeah.
You want to have that, give that gold a chance to get caught behind those ripples. That looks pretty good right there. I think quite a bit of material. Looks like some black sand. There's a lot of it in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Which means what? We could run a little faster and get rid of some of it? We should be able to pan it down pretty quick.
Yeah.
We made it steeper. In fact, that little battery is the best thing we ever found. See what size of it? It's like a motorcycle battery. Yeah, a wheelchair battery. Wheelchair battery?
Yeah, it has.
A third of the weight of the old car battery we used to. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of material in there. Just about the right amount. Don't want to lose any of that good gold that you spent that hard time digging for. Of course, I guess you could always scoop the stuff out of the bottom here and rerun it. Nice thing about having a sluice box, you can always rerun your tailings if you want to. Find you're running it too fast, or... Okay, we're getting down to the black sand. Take a look. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, now you can hit it with some clean water. Well, you got a little bit in there. That would be good. There's some color showing up now. Look at that. All right. No big nuggets, but for as much material as you run, that's pretty good. Not a lot of material to get that much color in there. Pretty good looking claim. Well, it sure is amazing what you can do when you put your mind to it. This is a great operation. I see a lot of homemade equipment out there, and this looks like one of the better ones that you can recycle your water out in the desert. I really like it. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, Tom. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And good luck here at the Tucson Gold Show. We'll be right back after these messages. You stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Wilma Buzzard Massey, and you're watching Prospecting America.
The finest gold nugget metal detector available today is the Lobo Super Track by Tesoro. The Lobo Super Track offers fast and accurate ground tracking in all soils with a quick self-adjustment to eliminate other minerals. And when you're not out detecting gold, try your Lobo Super Track for relic and coin hunting too. Whatever the use, you can be sure of one thing.
It really works.
Tesoro, the name that means treasure.
Oregon Gold. The GPAA and LDMA is sponsoring an early summer outing at our rich placer gold deposit site. Bring your RV or tent and stay at our beautiful campground. Participate in the common mining operation and get your share of the gold. There will be classes on panning, how to use a GPS, metal detecting, treasure hunt, potluck dinner, and all kinds of family fun. The outing is at Burnt River, Oregon, June 11th through the 15th. For more information, call 800-551-9707.
The Prospector Grillet. If you can cook it, you can grill it. A stove designed to meet all your cooking needs, with features like attached legs that fold up to make the Prospector Grillet easy to set up and portable. The dual burners provide even heat for cooking or grilling. A full line of grill accessories, all designed to match your cooking and grilling needs. We're sure that the Prospector Grillet will be the last stove you'll ever want to buy. Call or contact us at prospectorgrillet.com.
It's gold fever time. Grab your gear and head for historic Thermal City Gold Mine and Campground in western North Carolina. Prospect along a half mile of the Second Broad River. Pan, sluice, dredge, or high bank for the best gold in the East. Bring your own or buy your equipment at our well-stocked mine store. Friendly family campground, hot showers, shady campsites, full hookup. Call today for a free brochure. See you on the creek bank.
I've got Big John here. John was one of the members from the Tucson chapter, the GPA Tucson chapter, and he was one of the ones that helped found and get that chapter started and rolling. And he's in the claims committee for the Gold Prospectors Association. And how you doing? Welcome to the show there, John.
Well, thank you very much.
And we had a good time out there doing some dry washing, didn't we?
Wish we had more time.
How'd you do? Did you do pretty good there out there?
Dead fair.
Got some good gold?
Oh, yeah. Always get a little gold.
We had a chance to do some dry washing out on the fantastic claim that's in the claims guide that you get if you want to get interested in it. Just give us a call. But let's go on out to that fantastic claim and see how you do out there.
Sounds good.
I also see you got a nice little dry washer here.
I like it. Works real good.
Works real good. You've been dry washing out here for a while?
Oh, about an hour and a half.
How long you been prospecting?
20 years.
20 years?
20 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And you like these puffer models here, huh?
I surely do.
This is a puffer model dry washer. The material goes over the riffles and the bellows pushes the air up through. Maybe you could turn it on and we'll kind of see how it works there. We're just shoveling material through. We got a dry creek bed here. We're on the fantastic claim, which is in the mining guide, and it's near Tucson. It's south of Tucson, Arizona. And I'm really impressed with this claim because just about anywhere you dip your shovel, you're going to get color. There's black sand is loaded out here. And I like the way that action works. It just kind of works its way on down there. It looks like the material's a little damp, though.
It is a little damp. Much damp than I would like it.
So that's going to cut down on your recovery, but you'll still keep the biggies, huh?
Right, I'll still keep them. You want to see some?
Yeah, you got some gold that you
sure,
didn't get
let
here?
me step over here.
All right, well, I guess we can set that off.
There's some of the gold found here.
Oh, boy, that's beautiful gold. That looks like you've cleaned it up a little bit.
It's been sitting in water.
Just sitting in water?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that is really pretty stuff. Those are nice pickers right there. You know what? I think I could pick those up on my metal detector.
You probably could.
See, so lots of people are finding a few nuggets out here, huh?
Sure. Mm-hmm. You look hard enough, you'll find it.
Well, I might have to get my detector fired up and see what I can find out here. What else you got in there?
Got a little bit of dust.
Just some fine stuff that you found?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you keep your nuggets separate from the fines,
I surely do, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Boy, that's pretty yellow stuff there. That all came out of this Arizona area, huh?
The bigger stuff in the bigger bottle come out of New Mexico.
Oh, this came out of New Mexico?
Right here.
Oh, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty as well. So there's gold in New Mexico, too, huh?
Sure is.
And this came off of this area?
Right.
All right. Well, that's really nice. Well, I saw you had some concentrates over there, and you got some material that you're working here. Maybe we'll run some material through here and take a look what you got.
Sure. Sounds good.
Maybe we can run some here. What other kind of tools we got? We got a pick. We got another pick over there.
Yeah, another pick here.
Now, what in the world is this? This looks like a...
That was given to me by an old logger friend.
A logger friend,
Right.
huh?
That was a pike in a logging pond.
Huh.
So he broke and he cut it down and asked me if I could use it. I says, I sure can.
Do you just kind of use that for just picking away
Picking
at the
around,
caliche,
yeah.
huh?
Picking through that rock and stuff.
Huh. All right, well, I'll let you run some material.
Sure.
Now, the material working here, this is just, looks like stuff that's just coming down the wash here.
This is a sandbar I'm working. An old sandbar. Been here for a long time.
Well, looks like you've got, you know, uprising here, and you've got all kinds of ancient washings, and there's lots of black sand, and I think the gold came out of quartz veins and is washed down into these gulches, and it's just sitting here waiting for people to come dig it up.
Yep.
So how long have you been a GPAA member?
Oh, for about 5 or 6 years.
5 or 6 years. So you were prospecting for 15 years before you joined
Right,
GPAA.
uh-huh.
Have you found that it's helped you out in it by being a member?
Sure has. Lots of nice land, choice land to go on.
All right, well, that's good. You like going to the chapter meetings and meeting with other members?
Sure do.
Yeah. Well, I sure like it. Of course, I guess I'm biased, but It's definitely a great family organization and available for anybody who's interested.
Meet a lot of interesting people.
Yeah. Well, there she goes. Just kind of slides right on down through there.
Right.
Well, you know, John, that's one good thing about coming to these gold shows is you get to check out all the new equipment that's out there.
That's sure is right.
There's all kinds of dry washers and lots of other types of equipment here, but I really like that one that you were using out there.
I love it. I love it. Wouldn't have nothing else.
It works pretty good, huh?
Works real good.
All right, well, I'm going to go around and check out some of the other equipment around here at the show.
Sounds good.
Well, I've been a prospector for the past 27 years, dredging for gold, and I just enjoy associating with the other vendors, the other gold miners, and I think it's very enjoyable when you see people come to the shows, are excited about learning about the mining industry and asking all the questions, how to find gold, where to find gold, and they're like little kids, you know, a new adventure they're going out on, something exciting. And
I think it's fantastic. It's the first one we've been to. We're from Pennsylvania, so we're excited about doing the show today.
It's great. I look forward to this every year. Every year I look forward to this. I have a good time here.
For me, as far as coming to the gold shows themselves, is the ability to share information, share the hobby, get it out there and get more people involved, whether it be coin hunting, metal detecting for jewelry rings, or specifically looking for gold and gold nuggets.
And then this is a real blue topaz with marcasites and sterling silver, $12.
Did you get a deal?
Yeah, I bet you I got a deal.
Hello, I'm Bill Graves of Sierra Vista, Arizona. You're watching Prospecting America.
Time out here. I'm in southern Arizona, and it's a beautiful day, beautiful weather. Just having a great time. I was up at the gold show and decided to come down here and do some prospecting and get a little exercise and have some fun. I just got my detector all tuned up. We're going to go out and do some nugget shooting out here, see if we can find something good. Been doing a little bit of testing out here. There's lots of black sand just everywhere, so there's got to be some gold hiding around someplace out here. And we're just south of Tucson, Arizona. We're on the Friendship claim, and this is a claim that's in that mining guide. And all you got to do is give us a call if you want to get started doing this fun stuff. It's a heck of a lot of fun, good exercise. I enjoy it completely, and I think I'm just going to get back to doing some more detecting here and hopefully find some good stuff. Well, it's always good to get up into these bushes and brush and make sure you check that out real good, because somebody else might have skipped by this spot if they were up here detecting. And so you never know. It's just always a mystery when you get a signal. You never know what it's going to be. That's part of the attraction that I like about doing this. It's always a mystery, and you got to find out what it is. And once you find your first nugget with one of these, you're pretty much hooked. It's pretty hard to quit doing it then. Well, I've got several tools here that I use. I want to kind of tell you a little bit about what I've got. These headphones come in handy because it kind of gets rid of all of the outside noise and you can concentrate on the signal of your machine. So headphones are really important. I have my plastic digging scoop here for digging the material out of a pile, and it's really important when you scrape the material to try to get a nice little even pile so that if you move the target out of your target zone and into your pile, you can use your scoop to make sure you scoop it up, and then you can check your coil to see if it's in there. Then you scoop it back and forth to see and pinpoint your target. I also have my nice digging scoop here. I got this from a member that makes these special. But there's other devices on the market that you can get. This is just a pick with a shovel welded onto it. I've got a really super duty magnet on there. This is good for checking areas because the black sand will stick to that magnet. And I'm finding a lot of black sand in this area, so that's a real good sign. I like to see lots of black sand because, you know, there's mineralization in the area and you have a chance of finding something good. How's it going?
Hey, Perry, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Find anything?
Well, I'm finding a little bit of stuff. And Dave here is the chapter president of the GPA of the Tucson chapter, and we got a pretty good group down there, don't we?
Yeah, we have a group, including winter visitors, that are probably close to 250 strong at this point in time.
So 250 members in the local
chapter.
Yeah,
they said some of them are winter visitors. They come in during the winter months and attend our meetings and stuff, and have a good time.
Well, it's always nice to have an active chapter in an area, because they're usually real good about finding new areas and good claims to put in a claims guide, and I know that the Tucson chapter and the Phoenix chapter have been able to get quite a few new properties to put in a mining guide, which is great for all the members. And so what do you think is the best place for finding nuggets out here?
I've been told by a couple people that up on the ridges are...
So up on the very top?
Yeah, on the ridges will be the best place, because one of the primary reasons is down in the gullies you've still got a lot of trash. You know, this was an area where old-timers worked it pretty good in the 30s, and so you find a lot of tin.
Well, I have found some shoe tacks. I found quite a few bullets and
mule shoes and and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, from that standpoint, probably up on the ridges is the best, because you get it's not as dirty in finding false targets as you would down in this area.
So if you get a target up there, you're going to kind of get excited, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. I found some shell casings. Unfortunately, it was just shell casings a couple weeks ago, and we're trying to figure out what rifle it came from. It's a rimfire.
Well, I did find a 1946 penny this morning.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. It was kind of hard to figure out where it was from at the beginning because it was so corroded, but we were able to rub it down a little bit, and we found an old penny.
Yeah.
So, dry washing in the gulches and metal detecting up on the ridges.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a wonderful time, and if you want to get started in prospecting, folks, all you got to do is pick up the phone, give us a call. We'll send you out that mining guide that's got all those properties in there, and we give you the videotape and how to use the gold pan that you get with it too. And we'd love to have you as a member and get involved in the local groups that we have across the country, and get out and do some prospecting. It's good for you, good exercise and good clean family fun. So let's get back to doing some prospecting here.
Sure, great.
Right.
Maybe we find something.
Hi, I've got my good friend George Litzenberg here. How you doing, George? Good to have you on the show. And when I first came out here to Tucson, I met George at the Pima Air Museum, and George works there as a volunteer, and that is quite a place to see. Now, you can come out here to Tucson, you can go to the Gold Show, you can come out to some of the great claims, but if you're going to be visiting in the area, make sure you stop by that museum. It's a great place to find out about aviation history. There's a huge bunch of planes there. I just was really, really impressed. That B-29 was really something.
Well, that B-29 is special to me because in 1945, my Uncle Harry Temple, was the crew chief on that plane. And so I've known about it since I was a kid. And we have a lot of other neat planes, too. We got about 250.
It was just really something to see, a fully restored B-29 Super Fortress with all the machine guns and the bomb bay doors and all that. It's just really, really fascinating to see that.
Well, it had a lot of combat. It bombed Japan 32 times and rode it twice and shot down a Zero, and the whole crew got a Distinguished Flying Cross, 2 Presidential Unit citations, and only in 14 weeks of combat. So that's not too bad.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun though, going through, seeing some of those planes when I first came out there to see you down there, and saw this huge thing that didn't look like it could fly. What in the world is that thing?
Well, that's called a Super Guppy. It's built on a C-97 frame, and it's got a 25-foot diameter fuselage that was mounted on top of the airframe to carry missile sections to Cape Canaveral so they could launch missiles.
That thing just actually was able to fly then?
Well, they didn't think so to look at it, but when it took off with the nose down and lifted instead of the normal way, and people said it wouldn't fly, but the neat thing about it was it did its job.
Well, what other kind of good planes do you have there?
We've got an SR-71, which is the fastest airplane that ever flew that the government will admit to, more than 3 times the speed of sound.
I think they got a quicker one now, huh?
Well, a lot of rumors going on. But they've also got a pretty good selection of World War II bombers. They've got a reproduction of the Wright Flyer. They've got Eisenhower's Constellation when he was commander in Europe, the last prop plane that was an Air Force One that flew Presidents Kennedy and Johnson, a tram to take you around to a little snack bar, gift shop, 65 acres of aircraft and several hangars, and it's considered to be one of the best air museums in the world, and it happens to be the largest one in the world that's not supported by federal tax dollars. It's run by a non-profit educational foundation. We do a lot of stuff with kids, just like the gold prospectors. We try to get families involved. We have picnic tables. They can bring a picnic lunch out. Just just enjoy themselves.
Well, to me, it's a must-see if you're in the Tucson area. It is a spectacular museum that you don't want to miss. We're having a great time here at the Gold Show here in Tucson. We had a great time out there at the club properties out there doing some metal detecting and just having a great time, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Cindy Wiedemann from Tucson, Arizona, and you're watching Prospecting America.
We have all kinds of equipment here for you to see. There's great displays, some of the equipment manufacturers. There's people here who have the dry washers that can separate that material with your pick and shovel, and you don't need any water. You just run that thing through there and separate that material out. You also have high bankers where you do run a little pump and you run water through and you shovel that material through and clean the gold out that way. We also have metal detectors here that you can use for finding gold out there in the middle of nowhere and take them with you out there and find those nuggets. And also some gold jewelry, lots of jewelry display here, people who've made jewelry out of their gold. So this is definitely a great place if there's a gold show in your area. You don't want to miss it. Plus, we're giving away some great prizes. All of these prizes that you see here, the metal detector, this gold genie right here, this hat, all these things right here are given away as door prizes. So when you come into the gold show, you get a little coupon, a little certificate that goes into a drawing bin, and you could be the lucky winner of this stuff. So if you ever get a chance to go to one of these gold shows, don't miss it. I've had a great time on today's show going out, doing some dry washing, some metal detecting on the claims here in Arizona in the Tucson area. It's been wonderful. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time here on Prospecting America.
It's time to get and go and gather up your stuff. Let's head on out and have some fun. Chasing down the gold at the rainbow's end. Prospecting America. We'll do it all together, yeah, now you and me. Digging, panning, sluicing in search. Off on an adventure, living life so free. Prospecting America.